Real Deal Sports Talk with KP. It is the second half of the Colorado Crush versus Spokane Empire, and we are live from the Colorado Crush Review Party at Nixon's Rocky Mountain Smokehouse and Tavern in Fort Collins, Colorado. If you haven't visited Nixon's, come on out. They got some great barbecue. They're in Fort Collins, 6720 South College Ave here in Fort Collins for the Crush Review Party. The second half has kicked off. And as you can hear, the Crush have started off the second half with a huge touchdown, climbing to within 4 points early in the third quarter at 16-20. They are going for the extra point here. To recap the first half, Spokane did have a 20-10 halftime lead, scoring late in the second quarter to take that 10-point advantage going into the half. Things that I noticed in the first half, breaking down the first half, kind of what I saw, what I thought. We're seeing a lot of sure type. Okay, they're fast to the ball. There's not a lot of yards after catch. Kick is up. It is good. That is 20-17 early in the third quarter for your Colorado Crush as they climb to within 3 points of the Spokane Empire. So they're fast to the ball today. Both defensive lines, both defenses are getting great pressure right now. Their front three linebacker group, they are getting pressure on the quarterbacks. They are making it hard for these guys out there today. Defensive line for the Crush, they are on fire. Leading tackler, 8 tackles so far in the game for the Crush. The O-line right now has been very inconsistent. It's been inconsistent all season long. They've had some injuries, some guys in and out. They've tried different guys at different positions. But we're definitely going to need a more consistent performance from them in the second half. It's a pride check time as far as I'm concerned. Are you going to keep letting your quarterbacks get hit like this? Are you going to keep letting them go down? Or are you going to keep them up, score some points, and help move the ball down the field? Teams generally tend to go as the guys in the trenches do. You look at the NFL this past season with the Cowboys, the Raiders, teams like that were able to do because of their offensive line play. You look at defensively in the NFL, teams like Denver and even Tampa Bay with their defensive line, the Dolphins with their defensive line. The team will go as the guys down in the trenches go. If they're not getting it done, nobody else can get it done. The quarterback's not going to be able to have a good day. The running back's not going to be able to get free and do what he needs to do if the holes aren't open. It doesn't matter what the receiver does if the quarterback is on his back. So we definitely need to see more consistent play in the second half. That was a good first drive for the offensive line. They didn't give up any negative plays and were able to lead the team and help lead the team down for a scoring drive. So that's something you like to see coming out of halftime. Maybe they made some adjustments. Maybe they got a nice talking to in the locker room. Whatever it is on that first drive, it definitely worked for the Crush. Another thing I noticed in the first half is Spokane seemed to be getting a lot of breaks. And what I mean by breaks is they were getting very favorable spots by the referees, and they also had a field goal attempt that bounced off the uprights and went straight up and then over for a 3-point attempt, giving them a 13-10 lead at the time that happened. Like I mentioned, both defenses are getting really good pressure. That's something I look forward to continuing in the second half for the Crush, as they will be taking the field here on defense for the first time in the second half. Broken play, quarterback takes off running, scrambles to the 20-yard line. 2nd and 5 on Spokane's first drive in the second half. And one thing I'm also noticing, and that Eric Anderson noticed here with the Crush, we'll try and get Eric on here in a little bit, but guys are running. It's not getting to them that they were down. You don't see them losing their cool. You don't see them losing their effort. they're still running in and out of the huddle. They're running in and out of breaks. And what I'm seeing is attitude from this team today. And I don't know that I've seen attitude from this team so far this year. So it's something that I really am liking to see. They throw the ball to the left-hand side, complete for a first down to the Crush 22-yard line. 1st and 10, Spokane on their first drive of the second half. And I have to say, I like to see the attitude. I like to see these guys celebrating. I like to see them out there hooping and hollering, patting each other on the back, screaming, howling, making plays, and enjoying themselves. Football, no sport, nothing is fun when you're not getting it done. Fake handoff on the play as Spokane takes it around the left-hand side for another long rushing touchdown as the defensive end crashed down, fell for the fake, and the running back was able to get around the outside and then squeeze into the end zone without going out of bounds there. Watching the replay, making sure the ball doesn't go out. If it did, it was right at the goal line. So Spokane takes a 26-17 lead after their first drive of the second half. They line up for the extra point. They're set. Ball snapped, kick is up, and it is no good as Spokane misses the extra point, leaving their lead at 26-17. We have a timeout on the field. Commercial break. Alright, so it's early in the second half, but what I'm seeing is that this second half, just how it's begun so far, this second half really could take off as far as scoring. It's been quick scores early in the second half, and as we've talked about at other times, in this indoor game, quick scores is how it is. You're not going to get a lot of long drives that eat up clock. You're just not. That's not what's going to happen in this game. But if you get quick drives, you get quick points. Quick points equals action. Action equals fans. Enjoyment. Fans' enjoyment equals butts in the seats. And that's what ultimately it comes down to, is fans in the seats rooting for the team, having a good time, making money for the team. That's just the business side of it. That's what it's all about. We are live at the Colorado Crush View Party from Nixon's Rocky Mountain Smokehouse in Fort Collins, Colorado, 6720 South College Ave. So we had some replies to the trivia questions. Nobody has gotten all three right yet. Let me say this is not the Marvin Jones that plays receiver for the Detroit Lions. This is a different Marvin Jones. You guys are gonna have to go get out your devices, get out your smartphones, get out your computers, and do some research, figure out who it is. We've had one person get two answers right. One person didn't wait for the halftime score. So we do not have a winner. We're still waiting for the winner for the 4 tickets to the Colorado Crush home game. When you have all three answers, text them in to 720-515-5597. Again, those three questions are going to be: what year the Colorado Crush defensive coordinator was named Sporting News College Football Player of the Year? What college did he go to? And how many points did the Crush give up at half? So we're waiting to see who's going to win those tickets. Text in to the show. If you want to email the show, you can. That email address is rdst.wkp@gmail.com. So again, those are two ways you can get that information in. If you want to follow us on Facebook and get that information in there, go ahead and do that. That's fine. We're taking all formats of communication at this point. So once you get it in, and we'll get you those 4 tickets to an upcoming Colorado Crush home game. Crush run the ball on 1st and 10 up the middle for a short gain. Bringing up 2nd and looks like 2nd and 6 on the Crush's 2nd drive of the 2nd half. It's a lot of seconds in that sentence right there. All right, moving on. Here at the end of the 3rd quarter, we're going to have Tim Lucas, wide receiver of the Crush, join us. We'll see if we can't get him to dish on my boy Tristan Johnson, the wide receiver coach, a little bit. Looks like they picked up the 1st down running on the play. Let's see the spot of the ball. And yes, it is 1st and 10 Crush from the Spokane 20-yard line. So, as I mentioned earlier in the season, I've known wide receiver coach Tristan Johnson for over 20 years now. He is my brother from another mother, Mama Johnson. If you're out there listening, love you. My parents, if you're out there listening, love you guys too. It's been great to see Tristan rise to the ranks through college football at Doane, playing the indoor game himself, and now coaching. So we'll see if we can. Nice sweep to the left side there as the Crush pick up another 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5, halfway through the 3rd quarter.
Who was that?
And we're going to ask Tim a lot of the same questions we asked Jamil, but we'll see if we can't get him to dish a little bit on Coach Johnson and what he's like at practice. Coach Johnson, big shout out there. Hope your baby girl's doing good, your family's growing, and everybody's thinking about you. All right, let's get into some headlines here. Crush run off the right side, powering in, and he is stopped at 2-yard line. Nice run there for Ford on the play. Number 13 for your Colorado Crush.
Touchdown here, come on!
It is, nice spot as they give the Crush Ford momentum to the 1. It is, they reset it. 2-yard line, that's what I thought. It is 1st and 2, 1st and goal from the 2 on the Crush's 2nd drive of the game. Snap of the ball, it is a running play, and he is stopped behind the line of scrimmage as Spokane was there at the handoff. The linebacker number 47 made the stop on the play. All right, let's talk a little bit about the league leaders right now. Individual league leaders, not team league leaders, the individual league leaders. So individual league leaders in the passing game, okay? We're looking at the passing game. We're going to talk about the top 5 quarterbacks passing yards per game right now. You got McCollum from Wichita Falls, leading the league at 210 yards a game. And on the pass on 2nd down, the ball is batted down, bringing up a 3rd and 4 for the Crush. Reed for the Screaming Eagles comes in 2nd at 182 yards a game. Partridge from the Barnstormers at 179 yards a game. And Dowdle, the quarterback we are facing tonight, 150 yards a game passing. And the 5th leading passer in the league, Bernhardt from the Green Bay Blizzard at 148 yards per game. As far as passing touchdowns, it reads almost the same. McCullum's at 30, Reed's at 24, Dowdle's 22. You got Cedar Rapids Titans quarterback Harness at 18 touchdowns, and Nebraska Danger Bernard at 17. Crush brought back. Looks like they score on the play. Let's see how the refs read it. As the quarterback on the broken play runs up.